What's up everybody, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to use attachments correctly. I don't really see people using attachments, or like if they do use attachments it's mainly wrong, so I want to teach you guys how to use the attachments correctly. Just a short little explanation of what they do and what guns not to use them on, you know, this, that, the other. So I'll just give you some quick explanations on each one of the categories, and yeah, let's get started with the first one. Optics. Optics are completely like personal. Whatever one you like more is the one you're most likely going to be using, but they also do affect how much you zoom in whenever you aim in. So the hollow sight, which is a very common one, 30%, 50%, 75%, 50%, 25%, 40%, 100%, and 10%. Now it is completely optional on which one you use, so don't be afraid to like mess around with these, because they don't actually like lose any benefits. So this one's just for fun for whenever you aim in. So this is kind of like just personally, there's nothing really to say about these ones. Muzzles are, there aren't really much options, but there's one that's really good. So we have the flash hider. It gives you more recoil, but reduces the vertical recoil, but also makes your range less. The compensator reduces recoil, but makes it take longer to aim down. And the suppressor, it makes the recoil less, but the range less too. Like, that means that you have less recoil. And the range with that means you have less range. So you're going to be doing less damage from further away. But it won't affect how, like, if you're close up to them, that it won't affect how much damage you're doing. So just don't worry about that too much. The one I'd go for is the compensator, because it gives you less recoil, but less aim speed, and I'll explain why this would be so good later on. Now time to move on to the stock. We have the first one, the tactical stock. Gives you less recoil and less aim speed, so you aim down slower, which is really not what you want. You have the wire stock, which it gives you more recoil, a lot more recoil, but you aim in faster. And the heavy stock, you have less recoil at the cost of aiming down slower. Now, if I were to, like, you can see this, right? There's a difference. It's more rewarding depending on which one you choose, but the wire stock, depending on what gun you're using. So if you go in game and you notice it doesn't really have much recoil, you can use this one. The aim speed is good. It makes it so you aim down faster, obviously. But if your gun doesn't have much recoil at all, like visual recoil, then you can use this one. But if you're more worried about the recoil, I'd recommend using the tactical stock, as it doesn't really get rid of too much aim speed. And that's really it for the stock. Now time for the underbarrel. Now the first one you have is the combat grip. It gives you less recoil for less aim speed. That I'm not really a big fan of the less aim speed ones. It just doesn't feel right. We have the foregrip, less recoil, but you aim down a lot slower. And the angle grip, you aim down faster, but you have more recoil. The bipod, you have way less recoil, but you have way less aim speed. I would not recommend using the bipod. And the pistol grip, you have basically, this is the one that you want to use if like you're not worried about recoil like before, and the aim speed's a lot faster. But if you're like too worried about it, once again go for this one, because you only lose a bit of aim speed, but you go less on the recoil. It's all personal opinion, like I said, but this one's best if you're like more so worried about recoil, and this one if you're not too worried about it. Or if you wanted to go a little lower than this, you could always use the angle grip too, which this one's probably the best one. This one or this one. It doesn't really matter, just whatever one you're more comfortable with. And that'll be it for the grips. Now for the sides, these ones are just the lasers. Basically you have the red laser, the green laser, blue laser, and purple laser. So basically it adds hip fire spread, so the bullets go out more, but you get to add a laser, so like red laser, green laser, blue laser, purple laser. I'm not sure if that actually adds it or gets rid of it, but I don't think it matters anyways, because, you know, hip fire spread, and I don't really think it matters. So whatever one you want to use, if you want to use a laser at all, go ahead. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to tell you which one to use. It's personal opinion. They all do the same thing, and it doesn't really matter if it adds or gets rid of it, because it's hip fire spread anyways. So yeah, that's all your opinion, and I'm not going to really say much more about it because there isn't anything else to say. Now we move on to mag. Now there's only two mags, extended mag and drum mag, and you can see the amount of nerfs you get. You get more recoil, you reload slower, and the vertical recoil is also more. but you have a higher mag size. So these are literally just if you want a higher mag size. If I were to use one, I would use the extended mag, only because, you know, 50% more is, I'd say that's more worth it in the sense of me not trying to, you know, make my gun horrible. But then again, I don't ever use the mag, so it's literally just if you want more ammo, then go for the extended mag. I'd highly recommend extended mag more. Or if you're more like, if you just want to have the most tankiest, most ammo-filled gun ever, use drum mag. Only if you're not comfortable with the amount of ammo you have. But then again, I still recommend extended mag. That's all I can really say about it here. You can already look at the nerfs, as I've just told you what it does already. And yeah, I'd say that it's not really worth it to use these unless you're looking for like an unbelievable amount of ammo, or if you just don't have a good mag percentage yet. Now we move on to the real grips, as I accidentally said earlier in the video. So you have quick grip, you have more recoil, your aim speed's faster, you have the wire grip, and basically just, it does more than this one. And you have the long range grip, you have less recoil, but your aim speed is slower. And to be honest with you, I would either use this one or this one. As a, like, personally, I think this one would probably be the best one, or this one. Not the long range, but, you know, this one or this one. I like my aim speed. And if you don't aim down, I don't say this later in the video, but if you literally don't aim down, it doesn't even matter if you get rid of your aim speed. You can use this if you want. But if, like, if you do aim down and you notice it's too slow, or you can't really, like, find the time to and you're hip firing more than you want to, I recommend using this. And if you do notice your recoil going up an insane amount, then get rid of it, and you'll with the modifications, which I'll show soon, you'll see how to get rid of that a bit easier, or like buff your aim speed, reload speed. It doesn't matter. You'll see how. But I'd personally use this one more. That's my opinion, though. You guys can use whatever, because you guys know what these do now. So just use whatever, and yeah, whatever you're most comfortable with. Now let's go to modifications. I'm not going to show both of them because obviously they have the exact same things. So we're just going to go over what all of them do and which ones I use. So we have reflex. You have a way faster aim speed, but you gain some recoil. This one is not bad at all. I do like this one. And we're going to move on to fast cycling. Fast cycling, your rate of fire goes up, but you gain more recoil. Obviously, because you're shooting faster, so this one's cool too. Sleight of hand, you just reload faster. There is zero buff. I mean, zero nerf. I'm an idiot. And yeah, that's it. You just reload faster, no nerfs, and yeah, it's cool. Recoil booster, you gain less recoil, but your rate of fire goes down. Just in case you feel like you're shooting too fast or you're losing too much ammo and you feel like you shouldn't be, just use this one, although I don't see why you'd use this one over the first three. Then you have tripod. Your rate of fire goes down a lot, but you have less recoil, a lot less recoil, but I wouldn't recommend using this one. I mean, it's not really worth it. Extended barrel, your range goes up, but your aim speed goes down a bit. This one would be okay if you're more of like a, hey, I want to run to the other side of the map. I don't see why you would, though, because the zombies are fast enough to reach you anyway, so I wouldn't recommend using that one either as much. And short barrel, your aim speed goes up, like you aim down faster, but your range goes down, and you vertical recoil goes up. So, yeah. Just whatever one you preferably want to use. You can play with them a bit and see which one you like most. And if you're having any problems, you can just, use different ones. And that's all I'll really say about these ones. They're more personal than anything, and I explain what they all do. So whatever one you want to use more, go ahead and use it. And that's the end of this part. Next up is ammo type. Now let's look at the ammo types. There's 4 types. FMG, you have more range, but you lose damage. No, I don't think anybody really wants to lose damage. Now, hollow point. You lose range, but get more damage. I don't know so much about that 35% minus range. I personally don't know too much about that one. And low grain, you have less recoil, but you have less range and damage. No. Now, overpressure. This is the one you want. You may gain recoil, but you gain 25% damage. Let me show that to you. I have 130,000 base damage. If I go to ammo type and use overpressure, I have 163,000, and it doesn't even count my boost from my pets. That is crazy. Overpressure, I'm not saying that this is an opinion-based one. This one is factual. Use overpressure. Don't even go to the other 3. Use overpressure. And yeah, that's literally it for this one because it's simple. Overpressure is just superior to the other ones. Now for the very last one, we have Bullet Tracer. This one doesn't give you any buffs, any nerfs. It just changes the color of your bullets. You have the blue. It makes your bullets this color, green, this color, pink, this color, purple, this color, red, this color, and yellow, this color. If you want P bullets, use this one. If you want blood bullets, use this one. If you want purple, I don't know what to say about purple. Yeah, purple. Pink, if you want pink, you have pink. If you want throw up, you have throw up. And if you want blue, you have blue. So yeah, it's all just whatever color you want more. You could just switch it every match. It doesn't matter. Just whatever one you like more, just use. And yeah, that's the end of this. That's the end of all of me explaining what all these do. And I hope this really did help you. In order to make like editing your gun easier, just come to the stats. If you want to put on, oh, I want this stock, I'm going to put on this, and then you come here, you'll see, oh, my aim speed, it was 0.63 seconds, but it used to be 0.6. So it doesn't really make that much of a difference. So I'm like, maybe, just maybe I could use it because I get less recoil at only not even a 0.3 millisecond, like a 0.03 millisecond delay. That's not bad at all, right? And your recoil goes down. So, like, maybe I could use that. Or if you, like, I want to look at the grips. I'm going to look at this. 25% really? And then it goes to 0.75. That is way too much. I am not comfortable. So I'm going to use this one. Because you know why? 27, 24. But my MC went down. Nice. See, it's kind of that kind of thing. So whatever you're more comfortable using, whatever, like, you want to do, if you want to test it out, just come here, look at the stats, and whenever you're ready, like, use your gun, test it out, and you can always tweak it after the matches, after you're done testing it. So just like, yeah, just experiment and make the gun that you want. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it, and I really hope this video did help you out, at least a little bit. I did my best to explain it. I did my best to share my opinions and my experience with it, and also what I think, like, oh, maybe your opinion is different. So I really do hope that this video helped you out, and I hope that it helps you use attachments better. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.